Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Welcome to another day of Auto Body Q&A. So if you have any questions pertaining to auto body, you're stuck, you want to know the next moves, or you're having an issue, type them in, let me know so I can help you out, get to the next level. We're going to be doing these every single day for about an hour, 5 days a week, maybe 6, maybe 7. I don't know. Depends on the time. But if you're just tuning in for the first time, just type in your information. Like, just let me know where you're tuning in from. And also, if you're a total newbie, if you're advanced, if this is your first time streaming with me, type in first timer, and we can get into talking about all types of auto, body, and paint stuff. I got everything in back of me. So I'm going to try to be on for about an hour. Yesterday was about 55 minutes. Obviously, the longer I stay on, the more people kind of gather on, and we could, have a cool conversation about auto body. But just type in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay. Let me know if all is good. Introduce yourselves. Type in the chat where you're tuning in from, and then we can go ahead and tackle your questions, because the more people that are on, the more questions we got, the more interaction we get, the more people can learn from each other as well. So, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Let me actually, I'm a little thirsty. So, it's about 11:05. It's basically around 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Like, where are you guys tuning in from? What's up, Dan? Haven't seen you in a long time. Well, you probably haven't seen me in a long time. Welcome back, loud and clear. Awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. So let's go ahead and if you're just tuning in, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, like it, share, subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not, and then type in any type of auto, body, and paint question, whatever. Let me know what projects you're working on, what you need help with. Let me know. I'm here to help you for about an hour, give or take, on auto body, whatever it is. It could be a newbie question, doesn't matter. We're all here to learn, right? So yeah, this is some pretty good coconut water. I don't know if you guys like coconut water, but this is some good stuff. What's up, guys? For all you newbies just tuning in, type in the chat down below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And what's up, Dan? What's up? What's up, Mr. Rebel? Indigo the Rebel. Am I saying it correctly? What's up, Charlie? Long time no see, familiar name. What's going on, Charlie? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of streaming the past couple days. Any future projects? Yeah, I do need to do a touch up on my Tesla, which is right over there charging. And I will be pretty much, I think in probably like late July, August, I want to do a complete paint on my Toyota Tacoma truck there. We're going to be doing something on it. Just kind of give it a quick new paint job, new spruce. I think I'm probably going to go with base coat, clear coat. Single stage is nice, easy to lay down. It's, you can spray it in half the time. But the issue with single stage is, if you're spraying in a garage like I do, that shit gets everywhere. Like, your floors get sticky. You get more overspray and more, sticky, crappy overspray. I think it's worse than clear coat, actually, to be honest. Single stage is gnarly, if you guys know. Indigo. Okay, Indigo. Sup, Indigo. Did you get the carb worked out on your truck? Actually, I put a new carburetor on it. It seems like it's a fuel issue. So, and I haven't touched this thing in a while. It's just like sitting. I'm so busy with things. It's just sitting right now. but I think it's a fuel issue. It could be a fuel pump or just like clogged up fuel lines. It feels like it's starving for fuel, because I have to keep choking it for it to keep running, and that just doesn't seem right. I think it's like it's limited on fuel. That's how I feel this thing is, working for me, right? It's not working actually. But what's going on, guys? Any newbies tuning in for the first time? Let me know. Just type in the chat. We're doing auto body Q&A. In the go, where are you tuning in from? I think you mentioned it yesterday, but I totally forgot. What guns do you suggest are best to spray single stage? I mean, I like low volume, low pressure spray guns. I don't know what type of budget you're looking into, but if you want the highest of high ends, look into like a SATA spray gun. The Iwata 400's a really good gun. But if you're looking for more budget DIY, budget slash professional, I like this one lays down really well. The Atom X88. There's the Blue Moon and there's the Infinity, which is just a different color. These are really good guns. They come with a 1.3 and 1.4 tip size. And I actually sprayed the Good Van project, which is in VIP, with this spray gun, single stage, and it literally laid on like base coat, clear coat. And I also painted the CRV project with this single stage, that sand color, the sand Toyota color. That project is also in VIP. And like literally everybody, when I took it out of the booth, everybody thought it was base coat, clear coat. I'm like, no, dude, that's single stage. Came out really nice. No runs. No runs. So yeah. The Atom X27 is also a great gun. What's up, Psycho Sport Services? Long time no see, brother. How are you doing? I'm back streaming, and I'm back streaming stronger than ever. We're probably going to be streaming daily. Well, I want to stream daily, and we're streaming daily 2 times. So I'm doing my crypto channel. I'm building my crypto channel up, and then we're building the LABAP back up. This channel here, I figured why not? Let me just get to it and crank out. Yo, yeah, Arnold, I know it's you, bro. Psycho Sports Services. I can't forget the name. Busy as heck. That's awesome, bro. That's really, really awesome. Are you still kind of playing with crypto? Let me know. Now is a good time to be looking at it, buying the dip. We could be dipping a little bit more, but yeah. Cletus Bloom, what's up? Tony, what's up? Been a while, dude. How's the paint projects going? The paint projects are going. I'm gonna be doing a Tesla not respray on the whole thing, but just a little bit. Touch ups. I have a couple of runs and sags on the Tesla that I never messed with yet. And then the Toyota Tacoma project, probably late July, early August. I want to bang it out. It's my 2003 Toyota Tacoma. Beautiful truck, low miles, 110,000 miles on it. Runs excellent. Suspension's great. And yeah, really, really good. Damn, Tony, growing the hair out. Long time no see. Hope you're well. I'm good, dude. I'm good. Chilling. It's been a while, but yeah, it's been a year and 1 month. No, actually, May, June, a year and a month since I cut my hair. So yeah, I'm actually growing it out, man. Why not? Slam the like button, fellas. Yeah, guys. So for all you newbies just tuning in, we're talking about auto body Q&A, whatever questions you guys got, for about an hour a day, 5 days a week, maybe on a Saturday or Sunday. But I'm promising you guys an hour a day, 5 days a week right now. So if you're just tuning in, and if you have a question, or if you're watching the replay, make sure to tune in daily. I don't have a set time when I'm going to go live. It's going to be the mornings, my time, around this time, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later, but around this time. Send me the link to your crypto channel. Just type in Crypto Waters. Crypto Waters is my crypto channel. Did you find base coat, clear coat easier not to get any runs compared to single stage? I say it's about the same. Like base coat, like you shouldn't, even like with newbies, it's hard. I feel like it's hard to run with base coat, right? Because you're really not, I mean, you're putting it on, but you got to be a really crappy painter to run with base coat. Clear coat, because when you're flowing it on, and especially if you guys are using the Gun Bud ultra lighting system, okay, which allows you to see exactly how you're spraying, right? It works amazing. It looks a little like, saturated in a big light right here, but in person, it works really well. It looks a little different on camera. But when you're flowing clear coat or single stage, you want to make sure as you're spraying, it's looking wet and glossy. You don't want to have any dryness. So if while you're spraying, you always want to look back at what you just sprayed and kind of make sure it's covered, right? Um, and if it looks a little dry, then just go back. There's no problem with going back and just re-hitting it quick before going on to your next panel, right? And if all you newbies are just tuning in and you want to get a free Gun Bud Ultra Lighting System, I have a link below in the description where you can get a free one. Just help out with shipping, and you'll actually even get a trial to learn auto body and paint.com VIP by checking that out. So for all you newbies, just check out the link here. So let's see. Tony, you still flipping cars? I am, but not a lot like I used to, but there is still a lot of opportunity on Facebook Marketplace and also on Craigslist. So the market dried up like crazy in COVID, waiting for the market to turn back around. I mean, there's always a market for flipping cars. There's always people looking for cars. It's just a matter of, are you getting some good deals? Are you finding the good deals to be able to flip and make your little cut on? So that's pretty much it. Are any of the Atom X guns low volume, low pressure? I just got one, been using it, and I can't get a nice finish like the high volume, low pressure. Are any of the guns Yeah, so there's both low volume, low pressure and high volume, low pressure. There's both finishes. Um, Cletus, I don't know what you're spraying, what type of paint you're doing. If you're not getting a nice finish, it's probably, your spray technique. Like send me a video, man. Like let me know what you're doing. Like send me record a little video, send me a 1-minute video, what you're doing, your spray gun setting. Is the spray gun actually clean? Is the spray coming out okay? Like let me know. I'm willing to help you out here. So let's see here. Tony, I left you a message on your voicemail on the sanding question on the BMW I'm dealing with. When did you call? Like, let me know. I'll make sure I check it. If it was a while ago, I might have not gotten it. But let me know or send me a text. Send me a text again or send me a text voicemail or whatever. Let me know. Do you find yourself making more flipping cars compared to taking care of customer projects? Well, last week, I gotta check my voicemails, man, because I was literally out of the country last week. I just got back last week, literally. Yeah, text me today, bro. Text me today. Call me up again or send me a new voicemail or whatever. Like dude, I got so many things going on. I must have missed it. Um, well, car flipping is very, very profitable. I made a lot of money. It's literally how I got started 25 years ago, flipping cars, doing auto body and painting. Um, I used to do a lot of customer projects. I stopped that about 10 years ago. I really don't do that anymore, maybe even longer. I stopped doing customer projects around 15 years ago now. Like I don't deal with customers. I just do my own stuff. So if I'm doing my own car flips or my own paint jobs, my own custom projects, I do. I used to do a lot of customer jobs. Like I said, I was running my dad's body shop when I was 18 years old, and then things changed when I got to 25 is when I got into teaching auto body and starting learn auto body and paint.com and just doing my own projects. So I just, dealing with customers is cool. It's another it's not just another part of auto body, you know. I feel like if you can just make money doing your own things, like buying, flipping a car, or even doing small jobs for customers is cool, because customers are always going to tell you, "Oh yeah, just put a fast paint job on it for me." I just, and then after you give them a really good deal on it, and maybe there's a little dust here and there, they start complaining like crazy. They get a magnifying glass and they're like, "Look, look, look, look." And you're like, "Dude, you wanted a fast paint job. You told me, and I gave you a super good deal, and now it's like you want a $5,000 or a $10,000 paint job." You know, I hate that. Like that, it happens every once in a while with customers, but some customers are cool as shit. They're like, they pay you, they give you your 3Gs for the paint job. They don't even they when they pick it up, they don't even look at it. They're like, "Man, it looks great." I mean, that's how I am as a customer. I'm not really nitpicky on things. Um, you get what you pay for. You really do get what you pay for when it comes to auto body. So, and there's a lot of auto body shops that cheat people. I mean, like I said, I've been in that game for a long time, like literally in the body shop industrial zone where my neighbor's a body guy, painter across the street, like all body shops, and you see what happens. You see the type of auto body jobs that go in and out. Um, okay, cool. Tony, what's up from Arkansas? What's going on, T. Corley? Nice hanging out. I want to throw a bag of mosquitoes in wet clear coat. Hilarious. That's what I'd like to do. Get a car, fix it up, and flip it. Yo, that would be some crazy flake, mosquito flake. Any newbies tuning in for the first time, guys? Just type it in the chat. Any newbies just tuning in for the first time? Again, for all you newbies just tuning in, if you want to learn more about auto body, and learn how to customize and paint your car from home, or even turn it into a money making skill set, just like Cycle Sport Services did here. He opened up his own body shop and he's custom painting bikes now. Check out learnautobodyandpaint.com and check out the VIP area. We're doing a special right now, special deal. You can get hooked up and learn everything you need to know about auto body in the VIP area. Haven't seen you in like a year or two. It's great to see you again. Thank you, man. Good to see you as well. It's been a while. It's been a while. I took a little break from streaming, but this is my anchor, to be honest. So I'm back. I'm back streaming with you guys, helping you guys out, and connecting with all you guys as well. Again, mosquitoes plus clear coat equals custom paint. Funny, funny, funny. So yeah, so there's the link, guys, in the replay down below, or the links down here for Learn Auto Body. There's still a lot of old people that I haven't seen on coming on. Yesterday I seen some old VIP members pop on. A lot of guys are missing the stream as well. So I don't know like what's a good time for everybody, but we'll just go random times and just jump on and talk auto body pretty much every day. Indigo says, I started for the love of the art. Once I started handling customers and working at a fast-paced commercial shop, it got annoying. I want to love what I prefer. I want to love what I prefer my own projects. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. And I love doing I ever since I was a kid, like I told you, I painted my first moped when I was like 12 years old. And then I painted my first custom. So the first moped that I painted was like an 89 Honda Elite, like a little skinny Honda Elite that my stepfather gave me. I bought one of those trigger sprayers for the aerosol cans from Home Depot, and I spray painted it under my house. I was like 12 and a half. That was my first paint job. And then my dad was like, "Hey, let me show you how to do this stuff with car paint," because my dad, was a mechanic and had a body shop. So, and I would only see my dad on the weekends. Sorry, we were divorced, and I only see my dad on the weekends and once in a while. So he literally taught me how to buy and sell mopeds. So we went on. It was literally the penny saver back then. There was no Craigslist, right? So we went on the penny saver or newspaper, looked at the ads, found scooters for sale for like 2 or 300 bucks that needed a carb cleaning and a paint job. I would buy these mopeds, fix them up, right? Get them running, clean the carb up, take the carb off, like do all that at 13 years old. Do a complete paint job on it and flip it for like 6, 7, 800 bucks. And I would do that. That's how I started, literally bodywork. And then I started getting into cars, painted my first car at 15. I told the story yesterday. And then literally painted hundreds of cars, literally. By the time I was like 17, I was like a pro painter. Like body shops would hire me just to go in. The car would be prepped. All I would have to do is tack it down and paint it. Like I remember it clearly to this day. I used to just go to body shops around my neighborhood and they would just want a painter. And literally 17-year-old me would just come in. And these like older guys were looking at me like, what the hell is this young kid doing? I would come in and I just bang out a paint job, no runs, looking fabulous all the time. And and not only was I a good painter, I was a good body man. Like I did good body work because there are painters who don't know how to body work, right? They just paint, and there are body work guys that don't know how to paint. It's very rare to find somebody that can do all in one. So if you can do all in one, if you could master body work and prepping and painting and refinishing, you're good. You can basically do anything. And I always loved taking a piece of crap car, motorcycle, anything, and turning it to something beautiful at the end. The before and after. I used to take before and after pictures with my not Nikon, what was it? My Pentax 35 millimeter, and I used to develop them. When I was a kid, 15 years old. So I get it, man. And then that's why Indigo, like what I really loved doing was going to auctions, buying a bunch of cars, fixing them and selling them, because you're just basically dealing with the sale. You're not dealing with a customer looking at a paint job and blah, blah, blah. And it's such a pain in the ass and all that. It's cool, but I just stopped doing that a long time ago. I want a turbo can paint my car, but I'm in Arizona outside. It's too hot this time of year. Yeah, it's too hot. I think you're like, what are you, like 110 degrees over there? What is the best way of fixing rust? It depends what kind of rust you got. Is it surface rust? Do you have rust holes? Do you want to repair it with sheet metal? Do you want to repair it with fiberglass? You could. Do you want to just glue on metal to it? You could do that as well. You can just bond metal to it with the panel bond adhesive. But the first thing you want to do is grind it out. And Saka Reco, we have complete tutorial videos and Learn Auto Body VIP that show you how to tackle rust and repair rust. So if anything, get the free guide here at learnautobodyandpaint.com, because we actually have links to videos in that PDF manual that I give you, to videos on all sorts of topics. That's satisfaction. Taking a piece of crap car, giving it a first class paint job, strip the rims down to new. Yeah, absolutely. It's very, fulfilling. You really have that sense of pride when you're done. When you complete a project and it looks really good, you're like, yeah, I did that. And man, like I did so many projects like that. Like I was, you know, always having the coolest car, like whatever car I had the best paint job on it. BMWs, Mercedes, like whatever I had, classics. I had a 66 GTO that I did when I was, how old was I? Maybe 20, 19, 20. 69 Buick Riviera when I was 17, I painted. That was my car for a while. That thing was a tank. Love that car. 67 Camaro I completely did. Unfortunately, the Chevelle that I had, the 67 Chevelle, I ended up getting rid of it. I just don't have the space here, and actually sold it, got my money back out of it. And it was a cool car, man. I wish I had more space just to store it, but man, God, whatever. It's all good. What's going on, guys? Any newbies tuning in for the first time? Type in the chat. Let me know. We're doing auto body Q&A daily for about an hour. Um, what is your favorite brand of paint to use for single stage and base coat, clear coat? Well, I wouldn't say I have a favorite brand. I mean, I tend to use shop line products for a lot of my base coat, clear coat. I'll use Deltron Clear Coat by PPG. I like PPG products. I used to spray a lot of DuPont products. Um, House of Color makes really good clear coat. I like House of Color clear coat. I think it's the UOC 102. I forgot the number of it, but House of Clear makes really good clear coats. Um, it's just so many brands out there. I don't think I have a favorite, but I do use a lot of PPG and Omni Plus. Omni Plus is good for overall paint jobs. Um, so yeah, and then you got Acme. Acme is a good overall cheap clear coat that lays on pretty nice. So but I think the best clear coat I ever used that has pretty much has no dieback is House of Color. It's like $350 a gallon though for a setup, but that thing, once you lay it on and it looks glossy like that, it'll stay like that. Really nice clear coat, but you pay for it. The Deltron clear coat is also like that, and I think the prices are also up on that. The price is up on everything, on all paint material. Let's see. Hey Tony, if I'm doing a full restoration, literally every bolt, wiring, glass removed, what do I need to know about seam sealer? Can I prep the old seam sealer and just paint it? You could if you want. If the seam sealer looks smooth and you don't have any cracks in it, you could just paint right over it. You could just prime and paint right over it. But sometimes you'll have like a crack toward the edges. If you want, you can grind it out and put new seam sealer. It just really depends on the area and where it is. Sometimes you could just fill the gap with new seam sealer. Kind of like caulking, right? It's like caulking. Do you like Wanda? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Wanda. Um, I will paint anything. I would paint someone's grandma if they hold her still long enough for the paint to flash. Oh, that reminds me of like an old Jerky Boy skit. You guys ever remember Jerky Boys back in the day? This is like 98, 99. They were big. Jerky Boys out of New York. They would do prank calls. And one of them was like a painter skit. He's like, paint everything, he put an ad in the paper for painting, house painting or something like that. He's like, what do you got? I paint anything. Give me your toenail, paint your toenails. I paint your mom, whatever you want me to paint, I paint it. It was just hilarious. I forgot the exact skit, but it was very, very funny. Any newbies tuning in for the first time, by the way, like any newbies, let me know. Also, guys, if you haven't yet, type in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. Slow day today. Yesterday we had 20 people on. Today is only 8 people. Don't forget that the like button, guys. Share and subscribe. We're on about 30 minutes, and I don't mind cutting today short a little, just because there's not many people on. But I mean, I would commit to an hour. It just seems a little slow in here today. How is the time working out for this, guys? Should I go streaming earlier? Would you prefer earlier or later? Like, let me know. Trying to find a sweet spot time zone where more people can jump on. And I don't know yet. Oh, so you're old enough to remember them. I used to have all their CDs, man. The Jerky Boys. Oh, my eye. It stung my eye. Hilarious shit. Hey, what's up, Jerky? Seriously, I'm trying to teach myself paintless dent removal, but that's an art. Yeah, it is. It really is. Paintless dent removal is an art. You got to sit there with a tool and do all that. Not really my thing, but we do have a guide in Learn Auto Body VIP that kind of takes you through the process. uh yeah, man. I don't know. I still don't know what you're talking about. Let's see here. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jerome. I hear you just said thanks over here. Let's see. Any other auto body questions, guys? I would prefer earlier, but whatever. And what is your time zone, Dan? Where are you at? Let's have a seat. We're not getting a ton of auto body Q&A today, but it's okay. So, I'm not sure if people are going to watch this far into the replay, but nah, I don't think I used it, man. No, I actually never heard of that brand of paint. You might want to consider me old school. But yeah, I haven't sprayed with that paint. Have you done gold flake before? Yes, I have. But you got to be careful. What I will say is be careful with gold pearl over black or dark colors. You will get a green tint. So be careful with gold pearls over black or very dark surfaces. You're going to get like a greenish tint. It's going to look a little weird. Central time. Okay, so you're 5 hours ahead of me. It's like 5 p.m. there. Yeah, I haven't used it. I haven't used it. Like, what is that? Is that German or what is that? Leaving work now, hard to watch while driving. No problem, Dan. Take care, buddy. Is 800 grit coarse enough for a 2K clear over single stage after it's cured? You're not supposed to sand single stage before clearing, especially if it's metallics. You're gonna fuck it up. Like, do not spray clear coat over sanded base coat. You're supposed to just spray your base coat, let it dry, tack it, and clear coat it. And you have up to 24 hours to clear coat it. So if you're doing some heavy two-tone graphics or whatever, and you're masking up in the garage and or the booth, and you don't have time to clear coat that day, you could clear coat the next day. Okay. And most times, you're back to the job within 24 hours anyway. Sometimes less, because maybe you sprayed at 4 or 5 p.m. and then you're masking for a couple of hours, 7, 8. Next morning, 12 hours later, you could just clear coat it, you know. So Brandon Miller, like, what are you doing? If you want to kind of describe what you're doing a little bit more, I can help you out. But I don't know why you want to be sanding your oh, okay, this is single stage. Okay. I thought it was base coat. My bad. Okay. So is your single stage metallic or is it a flat color? Okay. Sprayed single stage a couple months ago. So just let me know if you have a metallic paint job single stage or is it a flat color? Solid black. So absolutely 800 is okay. 800 is okay. You'll be fine. I would wet sand and take your time and just be sure you don't cut through. Be sure because 800 is fine, but it's coarse enough to cut through on corners, with a couple extra strokes. Okay. But 800 is the preferred tooth mark sandpaper grit to clear coat over with single stage. Just be careful. Yep, you got it. Do you find it hard to cut buff polish a metallic single stage? Not really. Not really. I have done single stage with heavy metallic, cutting and buffing. I would just say, use a 1500 to 2000 grit, cut it down, and then buff it out. You're gonna get color coming off on your buffing pad at single stage. That's normal. But the only time single stage can get fucked up is when, or buffing and all that, is when you run metallics in single stage and you sand it flat and you buff it, because you're going to get that metallic drip, right? And that's not going to come out. You're going to see that even though you cut it flat and buffed it. That's the only thing with single stage, and running single stage, especially metallics. And even if you do run solid, there is a chance of having, depending on how thick the sag or run is, there is a chance of discoloration that you'll still see. Sometimes no, sometimes you won't see it. Whites, hard to tell. Darker colors, you could see that little sag or dip, even though if it's a solid color and you sanded it flat and buffed it. So, the best thing is not to get any runs, actually. So practice spraying, um, practice your panel to distance, your distance to panel, and practice your speed and flow. And I cover this in the Rads paint formula. Have any of you guys checked out the Rads paint formula? Any newbies in here tuning in, or anybody in here ever look at the Rads paint formula training series that I have? If not, I will show you the Rads paint formula. Oh shit. Okay, guys, click the link down below for the Rads paint formula. Finish one makes a nice single stage like factory pack. It uses some hardener as the finish one clear. Awesome. How much is it? Let me know. I haven't used the finish one pack. What colors do they make, T Corley? I mean, pretty much black, white, gray. Like, what are the main colors? Let's see. I have an 8-year-old Harbor Freight buffer. I'm poor. If I win money, I will get one of those. What are you, like, betting on the lottery or something? Oh shit. Well, you know what? To be honest, these battery buffers are okay. They don't last a long time. You literally need like 3 battery packs to, go around the car. I think these are okay for like panels if you're just gonna buff a panel out. But like doing a whole car, I would honestly prefer a regular 110 plug-in buffer, because you just never run out of juice and you just keep going. Really. So, it's good, but I don't know. I think they're good for little jobs, buffing out a fender, buffing out a hood, being mobile, portable. They're pros and cons, but like doing a whole big job, complete buff on a whole car, I would rather just plug in and just go to town on buffing. Get a scratch off once in a while. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Dude, my dad's from New York, right? He's from born and raised in New York, born in the city, um, in Jamaica, Queens, and moved out to Long Island, when he was, I think, like 15 or something like that, 18 or whatever. I grew up in Long Island, and then he moved to Hawaii when he was 35. But and he has two sons in New York, my two half brothers, right? So we used to go visit them a lot, and every time we go to visit, he would literally buy a roll of these scratch offs. Like he would just be like Tony, or telling anybody he knows that are bagging on him. He would just tell them, I don't drink, I don't smoke. If I want to go and play with $500 on a roll of scratch offs. Just let me be. And he's literally buy a roll and just sit at the table and just like use a nickel because a nickel is the best to use for a scratch off, and like literally go little by little. And he made, there was some where he pulled out like $1,500 off a roll. Like, yeah, there was something like not huge big, but like I remember one time he literally cashed out 1,500 from a roll, and it was like I think it was a dollar roll, 500 tag, something like that, something like that. But he always did that. It's like hilarious. Oh shit. But then, hey, we used to go to Vegas too. So here's another quick story. When I turned 18, he took me to Vegas from Hawaii. And I was 18 and I looked young. Like the people say I look young now, but when I was 18, I looked like I was freaking like 12 probably, right? And like you needed to be 21 in Vegas, right? But he took me to 18. He's like, "You're 18, let's go to Vegas," because he wanted to gamble. Like he loved the slot machines. So he's like, "Let's go." And we would literally go from casino to casino because they would just kick me out every time. We would just be like, they would be like, "How old are you?" And my dad's like 18. I was like, "Oh, I thought you needed to be 18 to be in the casino." No, it's 21. Go to the next casino, play around for 30 minutes or an hour until they catch me, until they sit. Then we go to the next casino. It was literally, that's all we did. It's hilarious. So like we did that, we went to Vegas a couple times. And of course, when I got older, 21, 23, we went again a couple times. We went a good handful of times. But he loved to go to Vegas and just have like 2 G's of FU money, or whatever, and just have a good time. He's like, I came to blow it. If I win, I win. If not, and there was a couple times in Vegas where he literally won like 10 G's, like from his money. And then so what he did was he gave me like 1,000. He gave my other brother like 1,000. He's like, here, like hilarious. Oh man. Alex Jones says the lottery is a tax on the ignorant. Yo, Alex Jones is going through some shit right now, man. They want to close him down. They want to close him down, man. And I think he has to close his studio. I think he's going to restart back up with a new brand, new name, all that. Like, I don't know exactly, but the other day I checked, he was like, they're trying to take his crazy shit going on. Crazy shit going on, man. Oh, what is the best budget paint in your opinion to buy from a local suppliers? Hey, I would say Acme Finish One and Omni or Omni Plus for base coats. There you go. Budget paint job. Omni is a sub cheaper brand of PPG. And then you got Deltron, which is the higher version of PPG, Deltron PPG. Then you got DuPont, Chroma Clear, DuPont, and then you have Nason, which is the cheaper brand, kind of like Shopline or Omni on the DuPont side. Those are all good paints, those are all good paints. We have the Finish One single stage on store special for $125. We carry Victory Red, Olympic White, Black. There's a nice blue metallic out there. Hardener is $30. Well, that's not bad for 100. And so what are we looking at? 140, 155 for a complete single stage pack. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we used to use Nason a lot back in the day. Nason and Omni Plus. Those are all good paint jobs for like customer jobs. That's all you need. Custom paint jobs, on your own personal projects that you want to have good paint on. Yeah. But if you also have customers that want good shit, if they pay for it, they pay for it, right? You can tell them, hey, this is the shit that you want to get. You're going to pay for it. Charge them extra for the materials. Materials went up like crazy, guys. I've heard so many times that he's controlled opposition, but we never know the truth about all. Yeah, man. Who knows, man? Donald Trump could be controlled opposition. Andrew Tate could be controlled opposition. Yo, we're living in a huge psyop, man. It's just, I think the rulers are ruling, the rulers will always rule. We're just the peasants trying to come up. Sunfire Pro is decent price, a lot like Matrix Edge. Sunfire Pro at Sherman Williams. Cool. What's up, dudes? Any newbies tuning on for the first time? Any newbie auto body guys or just tuning in for the first stream? Comment down below. Let me know. We're doing auto body Q&A. If you're totally new, don't forget to watch the replay and also check the links down below for the links to learn autobodyandpaint.com, Rad's paint formula, the free gun butt ultra lighting system to get better paint jobs. And also, I'll share a link to Zula.com as well if you're looking for great spray guns for your DIY or professional paint jobs. Check them out. And all Atom X spray guns come with the free gun butt ultra lighting system, which sells on eBay for 59 bucks every single day. And Amazon, actually top rated product. Any questions, guys? Any auto body questions we talking about? Type it in the chat. Let me know. I'll stay on for another 5-10 minutes, whatever. We're at the 45-minute mark. Just to let you guys know, we're streaming every single day, 5 days a week around this time zone, maybe a little earlier. Okay, trying to hit the sweet spot with timing on everybody tuning in. I'm thinking later would be better for people popping in. Tom in Ohio, VIP. What's going on, Big Red? What kind of projects you working on? Yo, Big Red, I haven't heard that in a long time. Reminded me of the gum. Big Red. I knew a guy back in the day that would fill rust holes with T-shirts, then cardboard, then bond. Dude, I didn't know a guy like that, but I can't tell you how many cars I've grinded down, classic cars that wanted a complete paint job when I used to do a lot of paint jobs back in the day, where I pulled out socks, fucking T-shirts, newspapers, all that shit. Like they do that, and they just cover it up with Bondo, quick lipstick on a pig flip. I mean, I never did that. I never filled holes and shit. I would literally sheet metal it or fiberglass it and properly fill a hole. I would never fill a hole like that. Quarter panel. I remember pulling out T-shirts. Like, what the fuck? You just see a big bubble, and then you grind it all out. There's like, a half-inch thick or an inch thick of body filler. You pull everything out, and there's a T-shirt stuck to it. Love it. Tricks of the trade. 66 Corvette frame off. Wow, that's got to be a beauty. That's going to be a beauty. What color are you going to paint it? I've heard people finding cardboard. Yeah. Yep. Cardboard. I found newspaper, socks, shirts, tank tops. Like literally, it's ridiculous. Especially in older classic cars. I don't know if people still do that today. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I've never done that. I will proudly say I have never stuffed holes with T-shirts. Bras, underwear. Milano red as original. Beautiful. Very nice, man. Well, I hope you send us some photos like on Instagram or Facebook. Just tag me, man. I would love to see the progress on that sucker. What do you prefer, 2-to-1 Euro clear or 4-to-1 standard clear for ease of spraying and flowing out? Honestly, it depends on what you want as a finish and your budget. Sometimes, the cheaper 4-to-1 is what most people go for. It really depends. For me, it doesn't matter because I can spray anything and it'll come out nice. So it's really your preference, man. Like I don't know. I mean, if you want to go with the Euro Clear, if you get a good price, then go with the Euro Clear. To me, with personal projects, I like to use good stuff. I like to use, I'll pay the little extra for the better base coat. I'll pay extra for the better clear coat for my personal projects. If it's a car that I'm touching up to flip, I'll just use the cheap shit, because it still looks good. And if it doesn't look good, you can always color sand and buff, because you can't tell the difference between crappy clear and good clear if you color sand and buff. So good clear will probably just come out really nice and glossy at the end without color sanding and buffing, assuming that you lay on a nice clear coat flow and it looks glossy. A cheaper clear would look good initially, but then a week later it dries out and it looks a little dull and pitty. But if you color sand and buff that out, it'll look just as good as a good clear. You just got to put more work into it, right? So that's pretty much the real truth right there. That's the real truth. So you could put a cheap clear coat on a customer paint job or a touch up and then just basically color sand and buff it and it'll look amazing. Hey Tony, what's your opinion on the R500 spray gun? I actually unfortunately don't have an opinion on it because I don't own it and I've never sprayed with it. I'm sorry, bro. Um Hey Tony, when you buy an aftermarket OEM bumper cover, do you only use adhesion promoter? Can you also spray primer on it? I heard some bumpers come already primed. Some of them are already primed. If they are, all you have to do is put adhesion promoter on it and blast it, spray it, especially if it's a similar color. So a lot of them come dark with dark primer on it, gray or black. If you're spraying black or a dark color, you just spray right over it. But if you're going to be painting like a silver or white, you might want to prime it with a gray primer. Scuff it down, prime it with a gray primer, scuff that, prep it, and then you could seal it and paint it, or you could just paint right over a good 2K filler primer. Where do you get your sandpaper from? I get Kovacs sends me sandpaper anytime I need it. They hook me up. So I use Kovacs sandpaper. They're really good sandpaper. But sometimes if I just want to go through a bunch of 80 grit, I will literally buy cheap sandpaper, 80 grit off Amazon, Velcro or sticky like this, because you're just doing rough draft body work. And I'll just buy this shit cheap off of Amazon or eBay. But finishing or any type of good sandpaper, Kovacs is a very, very good brand. Kovacs. Japanese brand. I want to paint my car one shade of Mazda red on those newer Mazdas. Do you know which shades I'm talking about? I think you're talking about is it the Solana red or the Inferno red? I know exactly. That's a 3-stage paint, that bright red, right? From Mazda. That bright red that's on the new Miatas, and what car is that? The SUV. I forgot the model of it. I actually had one of those cars. What is that mini Mazda SUV called, guys? CX-5? Is this CX-5? I think it's a CX-5. I think it's called Solana red or Inferno red. It's a 3-stage. So you got to spray the red, followed by a pearl coat, a mid-stage pearl coat, and then the clear coat. So it's not a newbie color to spray. So just be careful. If you can spray candies, you can spray that. But it's just be careful spraying it because it's a tricky color to spray. Soul red, 3-stage. Can't think of the code. Yeah, so that's the one. Soul red. What did I say? Did I say soul red? I think I said soul red. Where do you order your sandpaper? I just told you. Can you explain a flow coat? So basically, a flow coat is when you're flowing the clear coat on. So it could be your last coat could be considered a flow coat. Say you put, normally I like to spray 2 coats of medium, wet, heavy clear coat on a project or a paint job and I'm done. 2 wet, medium coats. But a flow coat would be a 3rd coat on top of that, or waiting for that 2 coats to dry fully and cure, right? Sanding it down with 800 grit after it's dried, and then flow coating it with another 2 coats of clear coat. That's flow coat. All right, guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Really, thank you for tuning in. For all you newbies just tuning in, we're doing auto body Q&A for about an hour a day. Check the description down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, guys. I hope you're liking these. I've never done these before, every day like this, but it's just I want to try to commit, and bring a challenge upon myself and give back and connect with you guys and help you guys out. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's just jump back on it again. I'm sending you links down below, guys. If you missed some of these links to learn auto body and paint, to the gun butt offer and to Zula.com for Atomex spray guns. Check those out, guys, if you're interested. And I will see you on tomorrow around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. All right, guys. Thank you, Brandon. Everybody tuning in, thanks. Really nice to see all of you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Aloha, cheers, and may the force be with you. Glad you're back with the lives. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And once we get to late July, August, I'm going to be doing a new project. We're going to be adding some new material in Learn Auto Body VIP as well, for 2024. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Peace out, guys.